Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Madam J, aka Jessica, and we're just gonna jump right into it. So you want to get into acting. Whether you're new here or whether you've been here for a long time, I have been an actress since I was a child. I did a lot of plays, musicals. I even did a Food Line commercial with my family. That was so fun, y'all. My mom has been instrumental in this acting journey. She used to take me to California and New York for auditions and showcases, and I even met some casting agents, but I needed to move to New York or California at that time to do it. But I'm here to let you know that it's never too late. Let's jump right into it. We're going to talk about 5 different things that are going to help you get started on your acting journey. First things first. Casting directors are always going to be looking for your headshot and your resume. If you don't have headshots, find yourself a photographer that can take some headshots of you. These are no longer required to be in black and white. Let them be color, make them headshots. Your photographer should know what that looks like. So if you want to do a lifestyle image background, you can do that, or you can also do a plain backdrop headshot. So make sure you have your headshot. You also want to make sure you have a resume. Your resume is going to include all relevant work that you've done. So plays, musicals, TV work, film, any type of education that you've had, including any seminars, workshops that you've done related to acting, even narrating audiobooks, YouTube series that you might have done voiceovers for, any type of voiceover work. All of that information you want to put in your resume. If you do not have a resume because you haven't done any acting gigs, do not worry. You can still submit, but what you want to do is focus on the other aspects of your submission. So your headshot, any notes that you leave for the casting director, and also your demo reels. Make sure that you have those to help plead your case. A casting director is most likely going to skip past your submission if you don't have a headshot and you don't have some type of resume. Number 2, you want to sign up for Actors Access and Backstage.com. Both of those will be linked in my description where you can see what those are. But basically, both of these are casting networks. So most companies aren't just going to post their castings for the public view. You have to be on some type of platform or have an agent to be able to find these auditions. These networks will help you find auditions without having an agent. So make sure you sign up for both of these to get access. That is how I have gotten booked for all of my recent gigs. Both of them do cost. Backstage varies based on if they have some type of limited edition deal. That could be $100 to $200 or even less depending on what time of year it is. Actors Access is normally $68 a year if you're getting the yearly subscription. If you don't get the Plus membership, you can get a free membership, but you're still going to have to pay to submit. So it's more cost effective to go ahead and get the yearly membership. I will say that I love both. Backstage, I feel like has more, they do have acting gigs, they have television, they have commercials, they have movies, they have all the Netflix, all that type of stuff. But I feel like they do also have more model and print gigs as well as UGC content creator gigs. So if you're looking for that, Backstage is great for you. Actors Access has everything. So I feel like for me, from what I've seen, they mostly have a lot of movies, television, commercials, like bigger types of work is what I've seen from Actors Access. I feel like I've gotten more audition requests on Actors Access. It's just going through that to be able to book the gig. There's so many people that are going for these auditions. So I want you to understand that there are hundreds, sometimes thousands of people that the casting directors see for this one role. Do not get discouraged if you don't get an audition request. Do not get discouraged if you audition and you don't get a call back and you don't land the role. This is part of the process. If you get discouraged, you'll never get to that next level. So you have to understand there's so many people competing for these roles. So it's important that you stay motivated and encouraged. Know that you are doing this journey for the best cause for you. So make sure you stay encouraged. I wanted to put that in there because I know for me, when I first started getting back into acting, I'm like, why do I keep getting called for these auditions, but I'm not booking anything? I changed a lot of things, so that's what I'm trying to give you here is some tips and tricks to get you past what I went through. Okay, so you might be thinking, like I mentioned, some of you might not have any work to show on your resume. What you want to do is really reel in on your demo reels. What I did, because most of my work before the short film and for the other roles that I'm auditioning for has been plays and musicals. Most of you know those aren't really filmed. So it's kind of hard to get access to some type of video performance reel. What I did is I took about 5 or 6 monologues that I found online. I reenacted them, recorded them horizontally like this on my phone, chopped them up into clips. And so when I'm on Actors Access, I can pick which clips to submit based on what the role is. So all of the monologues I did were different types of characters and moods, some happy, some sad, some enthusiastic, some flirty. So you just want to have a different range of monologues to fit so that when you do have a specific role that comes in mind, you have something to relate to. So make sure you record those video reels. I was not booking roles before because I thought I could just go on there and submit my headshot and resume and be done. No. They need to see you. They need to hear you. They need to see your body language. Make sure you have a video reel to show them and knock it out the park. They need to see you in action. They need to see what you would look like on the screen. Make sure you have these reels. And you don't even need fancy equipment, y'all. Use your phone. Have your phone in a horizontal format on some type of tripod that's steady. Record it. Get you some natural light. You don't even need a lot. But what you want to focus on is really delivering those lines and that character and really showing up your facial expressions. Make sure you do that. Number 4. So you want to decide what types of roles you want to audition for. So you don't have to like really fine tune and define a specific type of person, but what you can do is figure out an age range of people you think you can play. So an age range, some types of roles. I know for me, I've auditioned for lead roles for short films because it's a lead role. Like, of course everyone wants a lead role, but you don't always fit what the director is looking for. So for me, I fit better for a supporting character, and I agree that I did because my personality within my audition fits that better. So you have to trust that and know that. So what type of characters do you want to play? Do you want to be serious? Do you want to be goofy? Do you want to be playful? What type of roles do you want to book? Is there a specific subject you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Black stories? Do you want to talk about family? Do you want to talk about girlfriends? Like, is there something, what do you want to tell from your acting journey? What stories, what type of stories do you want to tell? Write that down. Okay, so we're getting close to wrapping up. So here is number 5. These are some tips for your virtual auditions. And I say virtual because after COVID, well, we're still dealing with COVID, but during the pandemic, it was very difficult for people to have in-person auditions. So a lot of your auditions are going to be virtual. And so what you want to remember is you should be early. If your audition is at 3 o'clock, don't be showing up at 3 o'clock. You need to be on there at least 10 minutes early. Sometimes auditions wrap up earlier and that gives you time to go ahead and get it out the way. So just be ready, be prepared. You also want to make sure you have a clear, noise-free background. Nobody wants to hear all of that going on in the background. Sometimes you're going to be doing self-tapes. So some of my recent auditions have been self-tapes. So basically you're going to be doing like this. You're going to be recording the sides by yourself and then submitting it to casting. Another option is to have a full virtual audition with a casting agent on the call with you. So it really just depends on what the company is looking for. You can also use a ring light or you can use natural light, whatever fits you best and gives you the most. You also want to make sure your phone is horizontal, okay? That was a big no-no that I was making before, which is another reason why I was not booking gigs. Y'all, I was recording in vertical format because I just thought that's, I'm thinking about Reels, I'm thinking about TikToks, like I'm thinking it should be vertical. No, a casting director will literally trash your audition if you have it in a vertical format. Make sure it's horizontal because what they want to see is what it would look like on TV. When you're watching TV shows, they're all horizontal. So make sure you're following that format. Or you can also use your computer, but I feel like phone cameras have a better resolution. Also, you want to try to memorize as much of the sides as possible. So the sides are like a small portion of the script that the casting director is going to give you that they want you to audition for. So you want to be full on character within these sides and give them all the energy that whatever that character is thinking or feeling. Show your facial expressions, show your eyes, make them big, but don't do too much. Make sure it feels natural, but you still want to ensure that what you look like on TV would be emphasized. So, like I said, make sure you try to memorize as much as possible. They like it better when people know more of the lines. So just take a few minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever you need before the audition to give it all that you've got. The last thing I want to say is that if you're doing a self-tape, make sure you submit sooner than later. As I mentioned previously, there are hundreds, sometimes thousands of people submitting for these roles. The earlier that you get it in there, the sooner and the earlier you're in the line to get cast for the role. So just be out there, be ready. I want y'all to be ready. I'm working hard to really get there and continue to book film and TV and commercial. And I know y'all trying to do that too. So if y'all trying to do that and I'm trying to do that, how about we motivate each other? Make sure you're following me on social media and we can chat about this. And if there's a specific topic regarding acting that you want to talk about further, let me know and I can do another video. If you like this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I hope you have the most beautiful day and I'll see you soon.